Hey, good morning folks. Welcome back to Venomous Garage. Today we're working on the GT500. I have it up on the lift already, as you can see, and what we're doing today is we're checking brakes. So while I was driving around the other day, I realized that I'm getting significant brake squeal. So I've already checked one side of the brakes. Brake pads are actually fine, so that leads me to believe that there's dirt or debris stuck in the brake pads themselves. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean them out. I'll show you the process of removing the brake pads from the front calipers. We'll do the same thing with the rears, and then we'll check brakes, make sure everything's clean and operational before we put them back together. So follow along. As you can see, here's what the front brakes look like. This is the passenger side. 6-piston calipers in the front here. They're serviced similar to any standard Brembo out there. And now you start by basically taking these pins out that you see here. There's 2 pins. And we'll take the metal bracket out and we'll pop the brake pads out at that point. So let's see how we do. I'm sure there's special tools for this, but I simply use a small Allen to tap these out using a standard hammer. Just be careful that you don't gouge the paint on the brake caliper itself, because you know they're pretty expensive. It's coming along well. Take my trusty little needle nose, and what you want to do is you want to depress the top of the bracket there so it comes out a little bit easier. Just like that. 1 pin out. Always remember how you're putting the parts aside as you are doing the work here, so a reassembly is in obviously reverse steps. Okay, so this way the bracket comes out. This bracket actually has, I don't know if you can see it, but it has a spot where it says there's an up arrow on here, so you know which side goes up. And yeah, these I was driving around the other day when I was diagnosing that check engine light, and I was getting some significant brake noise there. It was irritating me actually more than anything. I didn't notice any change in the braking performance. Now we're gonna pop these brakes out. Sometimes they pop right out, sometimes they're a challenge, but this one I'm just depressing from the other side, and you can see it coming out pretty easily. You want to depress these calipers all the way, so reinstalling these will be a little bit easier. And you can take a look at the pads. The pads are actually pretty hardcore. You know, there's a lot of meat on them still left. So I'm going to continue to use them. I'm just going to clean these up using some brake cleaner. And we'll reinstall and reassess the noise level. Okay, these brake pads came out pretty easily. So pretty good. 1/2-inch socket to this bolt, and I should be able to get this out pretty easily. Let's take a look. So that was relatively easy here. And these guys still have some great meat on them. You see, these are the Porterfield Racing Brake Pad, but they're making so much noise. So maybe what I'll do is I'm going to clean this place up and see if I can put them back on, see if they help. But in a sense right now, you could technically go and put in new brake pads in here and go at that route, but it's a shame. Look at how much pad there is. My gripe is they're just squealing so hard. Okay, let's see if we can clean them up a little bit. Go from there. Alright. Okay guys, so moral of the story is if your brakes are squealing, doesn't necessarily mean the brakes are bad. Don't count your brake pads out just because they're squealing. Give them a good cleaning over, and that should help considerably. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.